2 years pursuing the Pathways course since it rolled out in February 2017. While she is working on the more extensive projects on level 5, she's also working on the first path as well, and she's working on this motivational strategies path. Today she will present the second of 2 speeches, and she's incorporated feedback from this first speech. The speech is a shorter version of a speech that she gave in June, maybe perhaps some of you remember it. And she plans to take this speech to the road to offer business events in her profession as a time management coach. Welcome, Ulrika.
Procrastination is the thief of time, said poet Edward Young. As I reflected on this dilemma that a lot of us face with procrastinating about doing things we actually want to do, I thought of what's the antipode, or that's just a fancy word of saying opposite of procrastination. What do we actually want instead of procrastination? And I think what we want is to be taking deliberate action towards something that we care about. Fellow Toastmasters and honor guests tonight, how many of you think of yourself as a procrastinator, or perhaps someone who sometimes procrastinates a little bit more than you would like to? We all do it, right? Sometimes to one extent, from one extent to another, with different things in our life. I would like to share with you today a simple three-step way to actually get from procrastination to this being in the mode of taking deliberate action. Does it sound like a good thing to know? Yes. All right, let's do this. First, though, I would like to just reflect very briefly on a few different kinds of procrastination that I thought of. When I was a student, so in my teens and my 20s, I spent significant amounts at a desk studying my stuff, doing all my homework. I would find myself quite often, more often than I really would like to admit, dusting. I'll be cleaning my room, I'll pick up dead leaves off the plants, I'll reorganize my closet. I found all kind of reasons to not study. And I had to bring myself back again and again to the chore, what felt like a chore of studying. I think of this kind of procrastination as a kind of an ongoing procrastination. It's something I do over a long period of time, and I have to keep bringing myself back. Another kind is more of something you avoid because you know it's going to be uncomfortable, but really you just have to do it when it's done. It's more of a bite the bullet procrastination, or the solution is to bite the bullet. Several years ago, a dear colleague of mine, she was pregnant with her first child. Her and her husband were looking forward to this so much. She was growing, of course, by the month, by the week, and the time came when she was actually going to give birth. Then she gives birth to a stillborn. Oh. So this moment that was supposed to be the most extraordinarily happy moment for her and her husband instead became the excruciating moment of sadness and heartbreak. We lived in different cities, me and this friend, so I thought I have to call her. But what do you say to someone who's in this position? So I pushed it off a day, and another day, and another day, and I think it was like 10 days later that I finally thought, I need to pick up the phone and call her, even though I don't know what to say. And I did. And we had we cried, but we had a sweet conversation. So the actual building up all this procrastination was much more painful than the actual phone call. So just do it instead of being in that process. Another kind of procrastination is a kind of more fun one, much more fun than that one. I think of it as more of a climbing a mountain or setting a big goal and something that, oh yeah, like I want that, I want to be on top of that mountain. I don't know how to get there. I don't know what to bring or how to go about, which steps to take, but that seems like a pretty cool place to be. A big goal of mine that I've mentioned here before is to write a book. It might not be published for many more years, and that's fine, but I get into this procrastination about, because the goal is so big, that like, what am I even doing now? What steps can I take to actually get moving, even though it's just step by step? For either of these scenarios of procrastination, and perhaps you have similar ones, perhaps you have very different ones, but I think that the process that I will share with you will work in different circumstances. You're going to ask yourself 3 questions. The first one is actually my favorite question ever. If I had one question that I could ask over and over for the rest of my life, it would be this one. Why? Why would you spend energy and time on this thing? Get clear on, so I wanted to study because I wanted to have good grades so I could get somewhere with make a career. I wanted to be good friends, of course I pick up the phone and talk to her. I want to write this book. So get clear on why. Then what is the second question. What's something specific that you can do about it to get started? If it's a big commitment, big something, just think, what are some of those first things I can do to be in motion, to actually put my feet on the path that leads up that mountain that I eventually want to be on top of. When you have a situation of procrastination, I hope you will try out this little process of just get clear on your why. Maybe you discover that it doesn't really matter and I'm not even going to do it. Or you get clear on why you would spend your precious time and energy on it. Get to your walks, just commit to when you're going to do it,